Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Um, I know I supposed to have did this um content and this video long time ago, but there was other content and there was other videos that I needed to get out, and that was really really important. All my content, all my videos is really really important, but um the video, those videos I put out, those was more important because um dealing with Cain and why does it snow, dealing with Cain and Abel, peace and blessing be upon Abel, and all of these things, right? I needed that get out because for many years we didn't know who we were. We claimed everything else but our own civilization because we didn't know our civilization. We didn't know who we were. That's why we picked up um, African American. We from Africa. This is why we represent Africa. This is why we got the continent of Africa. We always wearing these things and stuff like that. And we got more towards Moors, Nubian, um, Egyptian, and all of these other titles that's not of us at all. We are our own civilization, our own civilization. We are the fathers of those civilizations, yes, but we have our own civilization. We give you the knowledge, understanding, and then from your elders, right? Your elders say, okay, we're going to teach this teaching. We're going to teach that teaching. So they pick a different region of the earth to teach different teachings. It's based on the climate on where they settle at. So for different things, you may tweak it, but the ultimate goal is to worship the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. That is the fundamental belief of the indigenous people of this earth, the up the God light one. That is our title. And we didn't have speech, we didn't have language. Even though all of these language and everything came from us, and we birthed all of these language, which came from up above, from the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence, which instilled in us, right, to give it out to all civilizations, but we did not speak because we are the fathers of human civilization. It started with us first, and this is an actual, accurate knowledge and teachings on who we are, which is really really important. Once you lose who you are, you don't know who you are. You cannot exist. You cannot live. You can't do anything. So what happens is that if there's no purpose for you to be in existence or to live, then you become obsolete. You understand? You feel me? You become obsolete. You obsolete yourself, right? You cannot have life upon yourself. But if you are bred and and are taught this and indoctrinated to believe that you were slaves and everything else, there will be no existence for you. There will be no place in this existence in life for you. You understand what I'm saying? To live. So this been going on for a very, very long time. And now I understand why I did not just give out this message and put this message on you among us. Because, this message is really, really important among us. And, once you learn who you are, then you start to exist. And then after you start to exist, then you understand what life is and how to live. And then from there, you go beyond your consciences. Then you start to rise up as a people or just individually and collectively. And that will give you power. And this was the capacity, and this was the ways and action of Abel. Peace and blessing be upon him. Abel, he wasn't confrontational. Even though he had the power and might to be confrontational, he wasn't confrontational. He wasn't confrontational. And we are not confrontational people until we are provoked, So that goes to show you that we are able to send this. How you doing? Anthony, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So, once you gain this knowledge and wisdom and understanding, then you can exist, and then from exist you can live, and then from living you can have life. You know, so you'll know your purpose, because a lot of us don't know our purpose. We don't know our purpose. Our purpose and your existence is taught to you, is portrayed among you, and is indoctrinated into you. Happy birthday, Anthony. Happy Life Day. I hope that you enjoy your Life Day with friends and family and your loved ones. Yes. Happy Life Day. So, this is really, really important that we know who we are. That we know who we are. And that, we won't be indoctrinated by his or her or anybody teaches on who we are. It's to gain consciousness and foreverness. Consciousness is foreverness. Do you understand that? Consciousness is foreverness. They intertwine with each other. Because once you are conscious beyond this physical life, beyond this physical shell, beyond all of it, it breathes foreverness. It breathes foreverness. And you become one with the Alpha Omega. One. Like this. So these things is really, really important to be spread amongst our people, to be spread among the whole humanity. This is why we was created for balance and justice. This is exactly why, because previous creation before us was tearing it up. They was tearing up everything. They was tearing up all life as we see it. There was murder, death, killing each other. They was tearing it up. So the purpose for us being created was to bring balance and justice upon the earth, inside the earth, and between the earth and beyond, to keep things in the proper perspective. And this is the true definition of foreverness and consciousness in life and living and having motion and movement. Once you have these things, and it's a process. It's a process of understanding this. It's a process. The descendants of Abel, where we was at the bottom. At the bottom. You understand what I'm saying? So physically been at the bottom. Being that we gained the knowledge and understanding of who we are, now it's time to rise up. Now it's time to gain back our consciousness, which breathe foreverness. Which breathe foreverness. Right? So I'm liking what the internet's doing. I'm liking the challenge of drop the flag challenge. Shout out to Hocus 4/5, that young brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He's doing it. However, I'm not here to look into any of that. What he's doing an amazing job. That's all I see. He sees something different, something that's going to bring the indigenous people, which is able people, peace and blessing be upon them, from blockage and darkness, from out of change of the mental slavery and all this other stuff, and murder, death, kill, and spinning the block and calling each other ops and all of these offensive nicknames, So I already told the brother that I have his back, and this is, the spiritual community is here with you, brother. And we always been here. We never left. We never left. We never left. We never left. So we are here. And, just like I said, New York is answering. And it's spreading because it's time and it's needed. It's time to bring back our life. It's time to bring back on who we are. This is Able Lands. This is able lands for people to come over here and settle over here and take these lands. This is a no-no, and then to pump and procreate dumb, deaf, and blind by these major platforms, by these TVs, by everything, which is lies and force to keep our agenda alive. No more of that. No more. If we don't do it, the earth is going to do it. The Alpha Omega is going to do it. This is the actual true fact. The earth already spoke up. Get in my comments if you felt any trembling in your area. The earth. Earthquake. Those are earthquakes. Those are warnings. These are warnings to everybody. So, things is changing. Change is coming. It needs to come. Because this life that we see is fake and phony. Ain't nothing real about it. It's fake. It's procreated for other civilizations to exist and to live in it. But it's fake because you got to keep procreating and to live. No. We already know the stories. We know the stories. We are in tune. This is why to understand existence is to understand life. When you understand life, then you can live. And then when you can live, you can go beyond man capacity, beyond consciousness, and live forever. And be forever is with the oneness in the Alpha Omega, the creator everything in existence, which is us. We are him and he is us. But we are in human form, right? But with limitations. He duplicated himself. The creator, the Alpha Omega, creator of everything in existence, duplicated himself and created mankind. It's an actual true fact. And this is why this entity, barbaric devil demon, is mad and jealous of us. And he's jealous of all people. I don't care who you are. He's jealous of you. He hates you and everything. This is an actual true fact. This is an actual true fact. Yes. So, to understand this is to understand you. And once you understand you, you will start to live beyond this physical garbage beginning and end world. I'm telling you this. Once you gain the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, no one can step into that. No one. So this is very important to you, right? And now it makes sense why I was basically saved this video. Now this video intertwined with everything that I said. That's amazing. And I didn't plan it like that. It's just the creator planned it that way. The creator planned it that way. To understand existence is to understand life. And to understand life is to understand living. And to understand living is to gain consciousness. And then to gain consciousness, you go beyond consciousness into foreverness. That's deep. That is deep. It makes sense. It makes sense. So you guys have an amazing Thursday. Peace, y'all. Peace.